Welcome back. Now that I've given everyone enough dopamine to watch 10 more seconds of this video, glad to see everyone back at the most consistent upload schedule on YouTube. I've had this Risk of Rain 2 footage rotting on my hard drive for 5 months, and finally decided to stop gooning and playing rhythm games and do something with it. And since it's Risk of Rain 2, which is the only thing I get views with, I couldn't just throw it into the recycle bin with my wallpaper engine smut. The goal of this video is to defeat the DLC boss, the Voidling, to clear my name and prove that I am in fact a professional gamer who's had coitus with many women. I'd love to explain Risk of Rain 2's gameplay loop, but I've already done that in my first Risk of Rain video, where my audio was recorded with a can and a string. Also, since you clicked this video that has the names Risk of Rain in it, I would assume that you have played it and understand how stat boosting items work. And it would be a bad idea for me to teach anyone how to play Risk of Rain, since the last time I did that I got collectively dogpiled in the comments and then spit on my misinformation spreading corpse. But I did listen to your guys' constructive criticism, and now see items I once thought as septic tank corn are actually blessings in disguise. We start this enlightened run by picking my main class, the iRobot Roomba 692, and switch it to combat mode. I'm joined by my 2 item thieves, for a higher chance that elites shoot them, not me, and for extra damage, we were joined by a Discord bot that's blasting Nightcore for the entire run. During the first area we get extremely good items. Items I would do unspeakable things for. To top it off, we found a mountain shrine. For those who don't know, finding a mountain shrine is a mandatory thing to activate if you see it. If you don't activate it, you risk the chance of being called slurs and getting shunned by your friends for not risking the run for double teleporter drops. In the second area, we find a new altar and activate it, which grants us access to the void. Not getting to the void in the couple of first areas means the run is dead and a redo is in order. If you're not min-maxing items, it means you're not playing to win, but playing for fun, and we just don't do that here. And besides, the void is so fun, just look at this gameplay. The TikTok break potential is huge here. Upon opening the void potential, I immediately recoil from the smell of raw sewage that's coming from the items. I picked the item that has the least fecal matter stuck to it, which is the alien kit that gives a 25% skill cooldown, and exit the void, where seconds later I get a much better red, the laser scope. This makes me touch myself, not gonna lie. The goal of any good multi-run is a bleed build, so we need full crit rate, tri-tips, 3 billion soldier syringes, and the cherry on top, a shatter spleen. Skipping a couple of areas ahead shows us that I'm not even close to a good bleed build. All I have is a whole lot of nothing, but I'm still doing insane damage, which is one of the things that I don't get about Risk of Rain. There are runs where I only get damage items, and I'm doing next to nothing. But then there are runs like these where I'm doing a lot of damage for reasons beyond my ukulele loving ass's understanding. Finally, arriving at Mithrix's house, we quickly rush to the printers to use the scrap I have been carefully saving up, only for it to be as useful as a spoon with a hole in it. To vent our anger, we went and did the daily beating on the punching bag this game calls its final boss. After the fight, the moon is set to explode, but we have no time for that. We run past our only means to escape to pet the frog 10 times, which sends us to the deep void, where the Voidling lives. The thing with the Voidling is that he isn't a pushover like Mithrix. You can breeze through the entire game with perfect build, and the Voidling will still kick your ass until it turns purple. Fighting him is like the 100 men versus 1 gorilla scenario. The problem is, we don't have 100 men. We have 3 brain-rotted disableds. He immediately grabs one of us and swings his head into a rock, then sends us to a hellscape where I'm forced into the worst torture imaginable, parkour in video games. After escaping the hell that is called parkour, he shoots another one of us for daring to jump in his presence. Now it was just me and him, and I wasn't gonna let my friend's death be in vain. They're counting on me, and I have to do this. That is until they jinx it beyond the grave, whereupon I die immediately after he says it.
Oh, beste loserwechsel.
He's getting touched later for that. In the second run, we are playing as the Mercenary, every weeaboo's favorite character. The Mercenary is one of the most movementy movement characters in the game, with him having double jump at the start of the game, dashes, and a flurry attack that makes him invincible while he is doing it. This will be important later. The theme of this run is the Benthic Bloom, which I found in the third area. The Benthic Bloom upgrades 3 random items when entering the next area. The problem with it is that the longer you play, the bigger the chance is that it will turn all your movement items into other items, basically making you a big fat slow target for elites to one-shot. The upside is that if you loop enough times, your entire inventory is turned into hundreds of red items. In the middle of the run I had 4 Tesla coils, 2 ICBMs, 6 brilliant behemoths, 22 symbiotic scorpions, 3 happiest masks, and a ceremonial dagger. Which basically means is that I was running the AFK build. I could just run through a group of enemies, and my 3 Tesla coils would zap all of them and give them hyper raids, where they would explode seconds later, spawning daggers that would do the same thing to anything unfortunate enough to be in the same map as me. For the bosses this doesn't work as well, but I had a solution. 13 brain stocks and 3 alien heads means that I have no cooldown on my skills. And remember, my R makes me invincible. So after spanking Mithrix and traveling back to the Voidling, my battle looked like this. No way, we were actually going to do this, I thought to myself. And that's where everything went wrong. While scrolling TikTok and mashing R, I forgot that he had an instant skill attack. In the attack, he becomes a black hole and sucks everything around him, including me. I noticed and began to run away only for it to kill me, but no worries, I had 2 revive items. Nope, he vaporizes me, respawns me into the event horizon, killing me instantly, and then kills me again. Fuck. No worries. This is almost the end. My friends can do it.
Kijk man, precies. Ah, oké.
Fuck. In this run, I've grown tired of being pegged by the bosses, so I'm gonna fist them first. The Loader is a character who's covered himself in scaffolding and took a visit to baddragon.com and bought himself 2 fisting devices. He uses them to give enemies blunt force chiropractions. Mr. Fister can also charge his prolapse dispenser to do maximum damage to enemies' anuses. And the best part about his kit? One word, grappling hook. Fun fact, the faster he's moving when he lands a charge shot, the more damage he does. There is no sphincter in the world that can repel you going Mach 1 straight into them cheeks. What the fuck am I even talking about? After landing, I spot my first victim. Now that he must wear a diaper for the rest of his life, let me explain what items we are looking for. In short, anything that gets us closer to one-shotting things. So, Delicate Watch, Crowbar, Focus Crystal, Runalds and Chiaro's bands, and if I could get some, Voids and Flames. In the run I get God's gift to the world, Safer Spaces. I love Safer Spaces. I'd put my schlong in its mouth. My run was going alright. After looping I had acquired 7 crowbars, a death mark, 11 bands and most importantly 10 polyutes. Expanding our list of fetishes with penis shocking. Getting to the final area, we skipped the pillars with eccentric ways. And after making sure Mithrix had to wear a butt plug for the rest of his life, lest he shits himself, I knew this was the run. I could feel it. It was time to pet the frog for the last time, and finally end the complex virus looking bastard. Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. My next video probably won't be about Risk of Rain, but I hope you will still check it out nonetheless. Thank you, and I hope to see you here again.